going to do commentary?
Even the calls today on the internet.
They need it for MOT. Do they really need it on a car this age? I don't really know. They've got it. Tell you what, that screen washing done there is for an MGA. If they want to sell it, I'll buy it. I've got an MGA, I've got that screen washing. Thank you.
Can't be a lot of
Right, number 5. Very nice to drive.
That's right, diving.
We should just take a hat off, because if it falls off, we can wait around it scares them. Oh, that way. Yeah, when they fall off, it scares There we go, you've got the front off. Yeah, you've got the front. Smile. Cheese.
Recording now.
Sandy Barclay, driving a 1939 Riley. Anything special about this one, Sandy?
But I mean, it needs to be nice because yesterday I didn't really think
Sorry? Yeah. Oh yeah, it was fine. Yeah, I'll be down there.
Yeah, it is.
guys on the Hurricane certificate. Some boys and girls all ready now. Just a few riders and away we go. All ready.
Number 49. Another of Mike Hebbard's machines. This one, bit of a well-known one, which we'll tell you all about a little bit later on when it comes around, because they're going to have their own separate. This is 1940 Dennis Light 4 confiscated. Supplied new to the Harper Corporation and sold off in the early 1960s, passed through a number of hands before. Right, we're now going to have a parade of the other vehicles that are here in support this weekend, being led in by this massive truck of Trevor Williams up in London. Telstar Recovery is the name of his company, and this massive Kenworth American-built heavy recovery truck. Very, very typical of the American vehicles, this, the heavy haulage stuff, as well as recovery. See the twin chrome smokestacks, exhaust systems up either side of the cab. A very heavy lifting crane on the back. Trevor does a lot of heavy recovery work of lorries, and he also recovers broken down vehicles out of the Dartford Tunnel. If you break down in the Dartford Tunnel in your car, I don't think you're going to get this come along to take you out. It's probably something somewhat smaller. But if you happen to be driving a heavy lorry and you break down, well, if you're in that area, Trevor could well be the man that will come and get you out of trouble. Numbers on them. We have in fact put on the film number plates on the front for your benefit, and they still have the original numbers on the back, which are the old T suffix. There is a third appliance coming in, which has also been involved with London's burning, and will be seen for the first time in the next series, which starts in the autumn. London Weekend Television have been producing the London's Burning series for quite some time, and a couple of years ago they reached the stage where they needed two appliances of their own, and the first two appliances that came in were in fact purchased from the South Yorkshire Fire Brigade, and as you can see have been completely Londonised with the coat of arms, the London Fire Brigade name, and they carry the Blackwall signs and the pump and pump ladder classifications. These appliances are very busy when the filming takes place, so much so that they use a lot of fuel for very little mileage. When the director wants a particular shot taken, these vehicles could be running up and down just short distances, as many as 10 times to get the shot as required. These will be seen in the autumn for the next series as the main appliances. The third appliance, which has in fact strobe lights on the roof, flashing totally different to the recirculating lights, is a former Greater Manchester fire appliance, and that is in fact appliance owned by myself. This has also been Londonised for the benefit of London's burning, and will be seen in the early stages of the series, in the early episodes, as a Borough Street's pump, another fictitious fire station. These three machines are of Dennis manufacture, and London Fire Brigade has quite a big fleet of Dennis appliances. They are in fact changing over to Volvo at the moment, and there will be a Volvo seen also in the next series in different locations.
Yeah. That one was
Take a picture, go into that one. Take a picture, there's no one in there.
There's no one in that one, come on.
down, long way down.
Over to this system. The helmet has a visor on it. Thank you. If we can have the horns not operated, please, would be appreciated. The uniform. There we have the Ford Escort is on fire. The rescue services have been called. They'll be on their way very shortly to arrive at the scene. Here they come. Two appliances arrive. Peters Dennis and the ex-Somerset Fire Brigade Shepton Mallet machine. The Shepton Mallet crew will tackle the blaze in the rear car, while the SEC team with the Dennis will effectively rescue with the track driver. Police arrive on the scene to control the traffic around the incident, and the rapid intervention ambulance car has also arrived to give first aid. Followed up by the ambulance service. You see them getting the rescue equipment together, ready to cut the roof, cut away the front of the Ford Fiesta to get out the injured driver. The equipment they're using is like a very powerful bolt cutter, hydraulically operated. You can see the one man on his hands and knees pumping away furiously. This is the little hydraulic pump that pumps up the oil to build up the pressure to force the cutting jaws together. In the meantime, the ambulance crew unloaded the stretcher, ready to take away the injured driver. Now you may be wondering why we suddenly moved the ambulance. From the position where he actually parked would be where he would normally go. Obviously as close as possible to the victim. But if we left it there, all you poor people up the top end wouldn't be able to see a thing that was going on. So we just asked the ambulance driver to move it down so you can actually see what is happening. Now you can see them cutting their way through the door pillars of the cars. You'll notice these cars actually haven't got any glass in. We take this out for safety reasons, obviously. It's very dangerous to have glass floating around on a demonstration like this, plus the fact that the poor farmer's got to put his cattle back out on this field when we finish, and we don't want any pieces of glass for them to pick up. They put a blanket over the driver just to protect him while they're cutting through the roof section. If it was at all possible, the ambulance crew would be tending any immediate wounds that they could see at the time while the fire brigade was still trying to cut open the vehicle. They're giving driver as much medical attention as they possibly could. officer, taking down details of the incident. Once they got the roof safely out of the way, the ambulance crew get to the driver and get him out of the vehicle safely. Have to be extremely careful how they get the victim out of the vehicle, because any external injuries, of course, are fairly easy to see, but you never know what internal injuries that victim of a road accident may have. You notice they've put a collar around his neck to support his neck while they move him, support his head, and now safely wheeled away to the ambulance to be taken away to hospital. In the meantime, the crews, two fire crews, collect up all their equipment, stow it back onto the machines. The police making their final checks around the scene. And then all will remain for the recovery to come and take the vehicles away. In this case, by the look of it, the ambulance is actually going to have a police escort. The patient was very seriously injured and needed to get to the hospital quickly. They will be given a police escort. The way to the hospital go also.